following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
And now, here's Judy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say? The great Judy Garland.
It's all for you. I live just for your sake. With every move I make, breath I take, rule I break. Each day I live, each thing I do. It's all for you, all for you. It's all for you. Let not a day go by when I don't reach the sky. Try to fly, touch the sky. Someday I will. And when I do, it's all for you, all for you. There's no one else my heart adores, and no one else's heart for me but yours. When life is through, when all my days are done, by every star above, it's you I love. Them say this much was true. It was all for you, all for you.
I, Christopher Columbus, claim this for the Queen. You, pale-face. Oh, don't bother me. I'm discovering America. Me got 'em big discovery. Lay's potato chip. Betchem you can't eat 'em, just 'em one. Local vegetation. I'll have another. Me say, just one. So you did. I've discovered a continent full of Indian givers. Oh, look. Here come the pilgrims on the Mayflower.
Lay's potato chips. So thin, so light, so crisp. You can eat 1,000,000 of them. But nobody can eat just one. Another flavor favorite from Frito-Lay.
Delicious.
You got food enough for your party anyway. Well, What about coffee?
Our coffee? Better one to guess.
Cora, what can I do about him?
Try Maxwell House. It's got a flavor all its own.
Tastes terrific. Guess all coffees aren't alike.
And I think Maxwell House tastes best. It's the only kind I sell. How was the party?
Great.
And Jane's coffee really topped it off.
Like they say, good to the last drop.
We're back now. Hey, I thank you for coming tonight, Judy. Really.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really thank you for coming.
Does that mean I have to leave?
No,
right
that doesn't
away?
mean you have to leave. I got a present for you. Somebody brought this up to the office this afternoon. I've never seen any. You've heard of visions of sugar plums dance in your head? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had any real sugar plums?
No.
Have a box of sugar. No, this is no joke. It comes with that. You don't trust me, do you? No, it's not any of those magic novels where the snow comes out. These are sugar plums. These are real sugar plums from Portugal. Did you know there were such things?
No.
All right.
Have you ever had visions of them?
I've had visions of them many times.
Visions many times, no. It was first made famous, or took special note of the charm in that when he wrote the famous Visit from St. Nicholas, you know,
Yes.
visions of sugar plums.
Danced in their heads.
And throughout 1800s, the sugar plum gained in reputation. Did you know that? Sugar plums have been candied since the days of Prince Henry the Navigator.
Well, I know him. Oh, the navigator.
Yes.
Good mover.
He was a little candied himself. I understand. I don't know. No, but these are from Portugal. Would you like to try one? No, these aren't. It's no joke. These are sugar plums. I don't think they're a joke.
Aren't they peculiar?
Yes, they are.
Oh, you try one first, darling,
All
because
right,
that's
let's see.
only being a lady.
No, I want to find out. No, they're jade green fruits.
Oh, good.
No, they're candied and then sugar coated. Those are real sugar plums.
Would you?
Yes, Judy.
Good.
Never like to be left out.
Anybody?
No. Why don't you try one?
Because I don't particularly...
You're not big on sugar plums?
No, I don't even know about
They
them.
were first brought to America in 1875.
By who?
By I don't know. They came on a clipper ship. No two are quite alike, it says. So I hope no two are quite alike. Well, now why not?
They're pretty good. They're a little too sugary for me. How do you like them, John?
This one came over, I think, with Prince Henry. No, they are very sweet, but those are
A
real,
little over sweet, I think. For me.
real sugar plums. So, if
Well, I'll
you
take
like
them
them
home.
anyway, well, it's a sentimental gift.
It is. It's very nice.
Pretty box.
So how
And
you
I
feeling?
love Henry. He's a navigator.
So how's everything? What you been doing, and how are things going? I haven't seen you for 4 or 5 months.
I know.
You look
everything's
wonderful.
fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
I'm just fine.
Good.
Hey, somebody told me you were upset about, in a way.
Well, everybody says that. I'm always upset.
No, that you got. Are you always upset?
No. Not always. I mean, just
Somebody said
as
you were-
often as you get upset, you know.
Well, I get tense occasionally.
Yeah, no kidding.
And uptight, as the saying goes. When did that first start? Uptight. Was that a relatively new expression?
Oh,
was
it's
that
3 or 4 years, I guess.
Is it that?
Yeah, the movie out now with that title.
Somebody said you were upset with Jackie Kennedy marrying Onassis?
Yes, I thought it might be a good idea, you know. Well, he has a lot of money in that great big boat. And I thought he might want some jazz singing after.
I see. He does have a couple of dollars, though. That's an awful lot of money.
Yes, it is.
What is it, $1 billion or something like
Oh,
that?
it's a billion trillion.
That's over what? $48, $49, isn't it? A billion?
Oh, he's way over.
A lot of money.
It's a lot more than you get paid on this show.
You better believe that. Somebody said you'd rather interview me tonight. We don't.
I think I shall.
Yeah. Said you want to be an interviewer, so you be an
I
interviewer.
know I don't.
Go ahead.
You'll shoot me to
Go ahead, I will.
All right.
Anything at all.
What turns you on?
What? You asking me?
No.
All right. What turns you on?
Why, let her ask the questions.
She asked me to help her.
You know what turns me on. Snowflakes and sugar plums. What else? You give me a sugar plum and I'm out of my gourd. You mean, what do I like? A lot of, many things. Good music, quiet fire, good drink, book, Loyal dog? The hearth?
Nothing else?
Well, a woman you can be close to. And you can keep your loyal dog and your hearth. And your snowflakes and your sugar plums and... No, that's anything else. Any questions at all? I've never been interviewed on the
I'd
show.
like to know where you got that tie.
No, I was afraid you were going to ask.
It's kind of pretty.
I asked Jenny tonight, is this too wild? I thought it was kind of Christmassy.
You got that at the Sugar Plum Tie Shop.
All right, so you get a box of sugar plums with your tie.
Why sugar plums? I would just hold the phone and make a very pretty powder box.
Hey, let me ask you something, though.
Yes,
and
no,
not
I
really
don't.
serious. Not really serious.
Oh, no.
But when everybody
Thank
talks
goodness.
about female singers, your name comes up. Every time they talk about Judy. Who are some of your favorite singers? Do you have people that you like to listen to and that you think are
Oh, yes.
sensational?
I think Barbara Streisand. I think Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli, isn't she going to be with us? I think Liza's with us tomorrow or Thursday.
Next week.
What? Next Wednesday or Thursday. Well, I would, she sounds a good deal like you the first time I heard her. I really was rocked. I first saw Liza when she was in Las Vegas. When she walked out, I was devastated the first time. She has a lot of your qualities, doesn't she?
But she has her own, she is Liza.
Oh, she's a
And
definite
she makes
personality.
Her own sound, and she dances beautifully. And maybe we phrase a little alike because we are related.
Yes. Well, she should have. She shouldn't if she didn't pick up anything from you, it would be wrong entirely, wouldn't it?
What?
If she didn't pick up something from you, I mean, in phrasing or in singing or something, it would be all wrong, right?
Pick up anything from me?
No, I mean, in the musical,
Oh.
musical bag,
Well,
as the disc jockeys say.
I think her emotions are the same. We cry a lot.
Do you really?
Not really.
What makes you sad?
When
You
we're-
cry at movies?
When we're separated.
When you're apart?
Yeah.
What makes you real happy?
Sugar plums.
You too, huh? It's the Christmas season. You see what happens when... Hey, somebody said you're going to London. Are you going over there to
Yes, I am.
to perform?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
I open at the Town and Country
Oh, I know.
nightclub. It's a marvelous place.
I've only been in London twice, and that's where everybody seems to go. Is the Town and Country.
Well, that's the place.
That must be the place. Like to
Yes.
do a little commercial here? Sell something? We're not on for sugar plums, are we, tonight? Those are really quite good. I didn't want to say anything because whoever sent them was very nice.
Then why have your eyes been watering, both of you, since you...
Well, it's
Too much sugar
it's
in
bright in here. No, those are very nice. Those were sent by
By Henry.
by Henry. Prince Henry didn't have it.
Navigator.
No, those were sent by, it says William S. Ramos and Porter.
Are you sure they weren't sent to you?
No, they were sent. Yes, they were, but I brought them to you as a
you
gift.
gave them to me as
Certainly.
a gift. Oh, good. Thank you, darling.
It's all right. I can
Thank
tell
you.
you're
I
very
didn't mean
choked
to
up
bring
about
Henry
it.
in
No,
so.
I can tell you're thrilled.
I am, as a matter of fact.
All you've always wanted was a box of sugar plums.
But what are you selling now? That doesn't match.
Oh, did you ever use this? Is great.
What is that?
This is really, really great. You take this at night if you have a little cold, little coldy poo, and you take a couple of snorts of this. No, not a couple of snorts. You take.
There's a measuring cap.
What?
There's a measuring cap that comes with it to
There's
guide
a medicine cap here. Yes, 1 fluid ounce. You put in a medicine cap, and you take a shot.
Spelled
of
it
this.
right down.
And it's called NyQuil, and it's a great new cold medicine. You take it at night. I guess you could take it in the
Can't
daytime.
take it during
You
the day?
can, I suppose.
It's Christmas Eve, Mr. Scrooge. I'm going home to my family now. Merry Christmas.
Christmas? Bah, humbug. All Christmas means to me is a nasty old cold.
You should take NyQuil, sir.
NyQuil? What's NyQuil?
Nighttime cold medicine from Vicks. Got to go now.
NyQuil? Yes, Mr. Scrooge. NyQuil relieves sniffles, sneezes, stuffy nose, scratchy throat, coughs and aches and pains. NyQuil relieves your major cold symptoms for hours, so it helps you get the rest you need. Merry Christmas!
Mr. Scrooge.
And he's happy. They said you had a cold, sir.
Oh, I feel much better. I took NyQuil last night.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas to you, Bob Cratchit, and all your wonderful family.
Merry Christmas to one and all.
Vicks NyQuil, the one thing to take for your cold.
Hey, Judy, last time you were here on the show,
Yeah.
we were talking about some of the vaudeville acts you've worked with, you know, and some of them were kind of strange. I remember the Fire Eater or...
Well, the man who threw up.
He had some strange act for a finish. Do you remember any more? They were the weirdest acts I've ever heard of in my life.
Well, we were one of the weirdest acts, too.
Really?
The Gum Sisters. We were terrible, as everyone in those days, in 1817. There was one terrible fellow by the name. We were going on tour, my mother and my two sisters and myself, and we were someplace in the outskirts of Seattle, and they had a comic called Happy Harry.
Happy Harry.
And he was the most depressing fellow. But he had the music going for. We always had to stand in the wings and live through his act, and because the manager demanded that, and then we'd all three come out and sing Dinah, and people would throw things. It was, it was kind of, and I'd pick it all up, and that's the way we ate. But anyway, Happy Harry was disturbed, I guess, but he worked in two. You know what that, when the curtain gives you a little space between the footlights and the curtain, and there was an empty pit. Now, so just three instruments, and Happy Harry always, these three instruments would always go, and they couldn't make much noise. And Happy Harry would burst through the middle of the curtains and say, "Hello, everybody, this is Happy Harry." And he'd go into his act. And one time in one town, they put him in one, which meant he had not as much space. But nobody told him. And so they played. And he went, "Hello, everybody's man."
Into the pit.
He broke both legs. And the manager said, "Go on," to the three of us. And so we were singing Dinah. And poor Happy Harry was
Lying
going, ah!
They must have had some wonderful managers of theaters in those days. It was the show. Get on, do the show.
Well, yes, that was about it. And they paid very little money, and you did about 17 shows a day.
I don't know whether I'm happy I missed it or glad or wish I had some of that vaudeville. But when you talk about it, it doesn't sound that exciting.
Funny.
It was funny?
Funny. Now, you know.
It's funny in retrospect, but at the time it probably wasn't, was it?
Yeah.
Working that many shows a day?
Well, I got used to it, I guess. And actually, there were about 7 shows a day because they had a movie in between.
Well, you start about, 9 in the morning or 9:30?
Yeah.
And you work after every movie?
After Happy Harry or the Fire Eater.
Whatever happened to Happy Harry?
The last we saw of him, as we were, they finally brought a litter from an ambulance down.
While you were singing
While I was singing just my bill, or Buddy, Can You Spare a Dime, which was perfect for a little girl of 7 or 8, Once,
cheerful.
500,000 boots went slugging through hell. And I was the kid with the, hey, don't you remember they called me Al? And I had a nice little ruffled
dress. They're picking up Happy Harry at the time.
No. Yes, I guess you're right. It was quite, I couldn't get the sound of Buddy, Can You Spare a Dime, because Happy Harry was just in agony,
That detracts.
They did. The siren, too, finally arrived. Poor thing had been lying there. And they brought a litter down the aisle and carried him out in great pieces while I was singing, hey, don't you remember they call me Al? And that's the last...
That's just saw of Happy Harry. Well, he probably got out of the business. You know, went into medicine or something.
Went into the operating
something. You want to do something from us right here, sitting here? Understanding? Is this a new one also?
Yeah.
Somebody said the first one you did tonight was a new song, right?
Yes.
Which was a lovely song. And you said this is new here. I will give you this. I think that is on, is it not? And do it here and be comfortable. I'm waiting for somebody to blow back when you do that something.
All righty.
All righty, Doctor?
Yes. Please stay with me till after the holidays. That's when I need you so. Just say you wait till after the holidays. Then I can let you go. Don't make me face this Christmas alone. After each wonderful Christmas we've known, won't you be kind? Let me believe you're mine on New Year's Eve. Just stay with me till after the holidays. I know it's hard, but try to pretend till New Year. Don't make me face this Christmas alone. After each marvelous Christmas we've known, won't you be kind and let me believe you're mine on New Year's Eve. Just stay with me till after the holidays. I know it's hard, but try to pretend till New Year. Then we can say goodbye.
You know who wrote that? That is a great
Both
song.
songs were written by a new composer by the name of Johnny Myers.
Gee,
And he does lyrics
great
and...
song. Lovely lyrics.
Yeah.
Great lyrics.
But it makes me cry, that last one.
It's a pretty song.
It is.
Let me do this. Just, I better sell something here, I believe.
Why don't you sell the mic?
Sugar plums. Hi there, folks. If you need a little help with your Christmas shopping, there's a lot at your Kodak dealers.
I just bought the most marvelous birthday present for Mother. Did you, darling? How nice. What is it? It was supposed to be a surprise. A camera? Whatever for? I can always conjure up pictures if I want to without all that fuss. Well, that's why I chose it. There is no fuss with the Kodak Instamatic camera. There, all loaded and ready to go, even indoors. Don't you dare. Actually, I think I'll keep it myself. Oh, these poor mortals are getting rather clever. I think I might keep it. You will? Let me finish wrapping. Oh, well, don't bother. Just say cheese. Limburger. Oh, pew.
For most of us, taking pictures with a Kodak Instamatic camera is easier than witchcraft. And they start at less than $19.
They really are perfect gifts. See your Kodak dealer.
This has been a color production of the NBC Television Network.
My goodness!